Praise God. I take this opportunity to welcome you in the Lord's sanctuary. Doesn't matter how you came in, what matters is how you will walk out. Therefore, feel at Christ's feet. In line of planning for 2023 and beyond, I just felt like to share that everyone who succeeds, don't wait at that time to begin planning. They plan way back before they begin implementing. Maybe you are desiring the year 2023 to be your year and to realize one thing or the other. Yet you are just desiring in your heart. But the question is, have you begun planning? If you have not begun planning what you want to realize for yourself the year 2023, then you are running late. Many people begin desiring, having the urge to plan on 31st of December. And by the time they begin trying to imagine how they are going to realize it, the first quarter of the year is over. And then they get into panic. And by the time they settle, it is October. The year is over. Brothers and sisters, plan today. Plan today where you want to go, 2023 and beyond. I was reading this morning, this guy called Peter Kinuthia, the owner of Nice and Lovely. The guy began this business with 3,000 shillings. I got shocked. He's now he's running a multi-billionaire company of Nice and Lovely. Because he had a clue of how to mix those to mix and come up with oil. He would do that in his own cubic. And then he go on the streets to sell those things and walk into people's house to sell. Today he's running a multi-billion company of Nice and Lovely. Again this week I had a testimony from my archdeacon of one of the parish which I don't want to mention, where he was serving. And there were a young couple in early 30s, or actually in late 20s. They were selling, baking and selling in their bed-sitter house where they are staying. And one day they called the vicar to go and pray for their business. And this month, they walked into his office, not where they still serve in the church where they received blessings. You know, many people when they are blessed, they move away. The more God bless you, you tell you that you cannot. I worshipped at All Saints Cathedral. All Saints Cathedral, how people from Kitengela, how people from Thika, from Kenol, how people from Machakos, actually All Saints don't have people from within because it is in town. All people come from far. So that when God bless you, don't move away from the church that God bless you from. Because he has blessed you, you can commute. And so these people still go to their church. But they are having now a very huge industry that they are selling. Most of the tumbuas you eat comes from their factory. And Mchungaji was telling us, they came and surprised him and they told him, you remember, Pasi, you prayed for us. We were baking and selling things in our house and supplying. And this week I prayed for a couple whose the wife makes quail cake. And just she has got customers. She doesn't sell on the anywhere. She has enough customers who call on order and she make cakes and she sell. And I have been wondering, why are we poor and yet we can make money. Even I came home and told my wife, I know you are good in cooking. And now I have pushed her that I want also to begin this. By the way, I was telling my wife, my diary is booked between 1st of November, actually 31st of October, to the 30th of June 2023. My diary is full booked. If you are looking to book for me, mostly weekend, forget about. All of them are booked. Because 31st to 3rd, I am preaching in the diocese of Katakwa. 4th, 5th, I am in Malindi. The following Sunday, 2nd Sunday, I am somewhere. 3rd, and then from there, I go for a retreat of Kenya, Africa, Anglican. It's called Anglican Missions Africa. From there, I am in Mwiki, St. Anne. From there, I am in Maringo. So my diary is booked like all up to June. I have learned to plan. I am telling you this, not that to know that I'm busy, but I'm telling you this, that please begin planning today. If you are deciding to buy a piece of plot, yet you are doing business and you don't save, and you think that God is going to release manna from heaven, and then you get manna and you buy a plot, please, you have lost the direction. From that 1,000 or 500 you make a day, please ensure that you don't need to eat meat. You can eat ndengu. You can eat, my favorite meal is called what? Is a njahe. It is also their protein. And they protein, like meat. By the way, I told my wife I don't need meat in my house. Because nimeona ng'ombe hata ng'ombe za kula nyama haina maji. I don't need them. You can eat those things and survive, but you save. If somebody sells maize on the street and buy a house, buy a matatu on the streets, what about you who know God? You must be rich. This church must be rich, because when you do these businesses, you'll be rich and you will give to God. Ukweli urongo. So my desire is that please don't sit at home and wait for manna. Think. Let me preach. I have finished what I wanted to tell you.